What's up, y'all? It's your guy, eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And this is your Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov breakdown. The co-main event that isn't that really good of a fight, but hey, it is what it is. To be honest, Tai Tuivasa was in the top 5 just last year, so he was in a really good spot. And obviously Volkov was, I guess, in a precarious situation, if I say so myself, in terms of losing to Tom Aspinall. I think kind of people were kind of looking at him, oh, this might be the end of him. But I mean, he's racked up 2 wins. He's on a pretty good streak. And I think he's back. And that's the thing about Volkov and this matchup is I'm a big Volkov fan. That's my dog. But he always finds himself in this kind of situation where or he's close to the top 5, or he's close to a marquee win. He's close to that brass goddamn ring, and he just falls a little short. But I do not think this is the moment where he falls short. I think Tai Tuivasa is a guy that overperformed last year. I really do think he overperformed last year. I thought he fought an aging Derek Lewis. And I mean, he put on a really good streak of, 5 wins, and I thought he had a phenomenal performance against Cyril Gane in that, I think, first round. But that says more about, Cyril than does it say how good Tai Tuivasa is. And then we saw what happened when he fought a future legitimate title contender, Sergey Pavlovich. Yeah. And even before the win streak, he's been fraud checked before. When he went on that crazy losing streak against Junior Dos Santos, Bligo Ivanov, by the way, is not in the UFC anymore. Sergey Spivak. You know what I'm saying? He's dealt with his piece of adversity and came back. But, he has some decent wins. Obviously, Andrei Arlovsky, Stefan Struve, Greg Hardy, Augusto Sakai, and Derek Lewis. And he's tough as nails. I do think the fucking decision to come back after that insane KO loss to Cyril Gane, the way he got knocked out was insane. Not the loss in itself, but the way he got knocked out was it's insane. Just to come back to fight probably considerably the hardest hitter in the division of Sergey Pavlovich. He didn't know, but it just was a stupid decision in itself, honestly. So I just, when you look at it in terms of perspective of damage, and who's just on good momentum, you have to side with Volkov here. But in terms of the tail of the tape, though, besides, the resumes and stuff like that, Tai Tuivasa comes to a record of 15-5. He's fighting out of Australia, age 30, a height of 6'2", and reaches 75. Volkov is 36-10, insane experience, a lot of fucking fights. Is age of 34, but that doesn't even matter in the heavyweight division. A height of 6'7" and a reach of 80. So he has a 5-inch reach advantage going to this matchup. And Volkov has fought damn near everyone in the division besides Francis Ngannou, Stipe Miocic, and John Jones. Probably that's about it. But he's fought a lot of guys. He fought his last one against Alexander Romanov. That fight was a bit of a joke, but it is what it is. His knockout win over Jairzinho Rozenstruik. He obviously lost to Tom Aspinall, who's also has a lot of potential to become a future champion. Has a win over Marcin Tybura, beat Cyril Gane. No, lost to Cyril Gane, my bad. Had a competitive fight with Cyril Gane. He went the distance for Cyril Gane while Ty got knocked out. Destroyed Alisha Overeem, destroyed Walt Harris, lost to Curtis Blades, but again, had a very competitive fight with Curtis Blades near the end. Well, I won't say it was competitive, but he had his moments where, he hurt Curtis in the 4th round. I thought he won the 4th round. I think he took down Curtis in the 4th round, and then he hurt Curtis in the 5th round. So he had his moments. Beat Greg Hardy, obviously, has that loss to Derek Lewis, beat Fabricio Verdum, Stefan Struve, Roy Nelson, Tim Johnson. A lot of good guys. He has a win over Bligo Ivanov. So all these things just really side with a guy like, in my humble opinion, a guy like my boy Volkov. I think Volkov is due for a win. I think the only way he loses this fight is how he lost to Derek Lewis. Gets caught with a really good shot and does some stupid shit where he throws a teep or a body kick. I was about to say body cock. Body kick in inside range, not enough space where he can get hit with an overhand or something like that. I can see that happening, but besides that, I think Volkov all day. I think he hasn't beat on a resume and just, fucking recent competition. I think he's the better minute winner than Tai Tuivasa. I think Tai is too finish reliant. I think that's how he wins most of his fucking fights, if we're being honest. I think the leg kicks will be live for Tai. I think that's a good way to chop him down, and then, you know, work his way up, and then just you know, maybe land a KO blow from that. I think that's a good strategy for Tai to look at. But I think Volkov will check the leg kicks, and I think he'll jab his face for 15 straight minutes, and I think he'll win this fight. I really, really do. I think Volkov's on a really good run, and I think it's going to be a barn burner of a fucking fight. Tai always brings it. Volkov always brings it. I think my guy Volkov is kind of going to go back on that win streak. He's probably going to face, if it's Jalton Almeida, I could see him versus Jalton Almeida if Jalton beats Curtis Blades. But I don't necessarily see Jalton beating Curtis Blades. But I think Volkov is going to make another minor run to the top 5. I think he'll find himself back in that situation. Maybe rematch with Sorogan. There's a few fights you can do with Volkov. Do I think he'll ever become a champion? I've kind of given up on that. There was a point in my life I did think Volkov had that potential. But I just think, you know, it's a tough division. It's way tougher than when it was when he was number 2. I mean, I'll never forget. If he would have beat Derek Lewis, him versus DC would have been very interesting. But I think DC would have probably beat him. But, you know, him versus Stipe Muchacho, I think, you know, Volkov got a chance. My boy Ed, that's for you. But in all honesty, though, I do think Volkov is the better fighter. I think he's the way better fighter out of the two. So, yeah, Volkov by decision or late round finish. You never know. Tai's chin might be busted up, man. It might be gone. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love y'all and goodbye. It's your boy eBay, and I'm out of here.
I'm going to go check that out. And, hey, subscribe to eBay's Fight Prediction. Let's keep the eBay Fight Predictions Nation growing.